It's Canada Day in Toronto. We're hanging out with the rubber duck. This is week 30 of the vlog. For triathletes, next to the bike, probably the second most popular topic of discussion is nutrition. If you were to talk to 10 different triathletes and ask them what's the ideal way to fuel for a race, you'd probably get 10 different answers. So it's a question that I get quite a bit. So something that I'm going to address today is how I fuel for long course triathlons. So anything half Ironman or Ironman distance races. So for those races, I primarily use 3 sources of fuel. I use Gatorade, stroopwafels, and Coca-Cola. So I use Gatorade and stroopwafels on the bike. So the reason why I use Gatorade is because on most bike courses, it's what's available. So if you do an Ironman race or any challenge race that I've done, Gatorade's what they're giving to you at aid stations. So if Gatorade's something that you can use to hydrate yourself, then you don't have to carry all sorts of extra bottles on the bike, and you don't have to worry about mixing powders while you're trying to ride. So it just really simplifies things, and that's something that I think is really key for your nutrition, is being able to keep it simple and being able to live off the course. In terms of calories, when I'm on the bike, I use stroopwafels. So I think stroopwafels are really great. They're small and compact. There's between 140 and 160 calories in each waffle. I get these from the grocery store. Both Honey Stinger and Goo sell their own version of stroopwafels that are individually packaged, but you can save a few bucks if you buy them in these packages from the grocery store. Something that I really like about them is, with them being so small and compact, this is the bento box that I use, and I can cut 3 of them up in half, so I have 6 halves inside my bento box, and I can put another one of those packages in my jersey. It's really small and compact, so you know, it doesn't make me un-aero or anything trying to carry an extra package around. And I end up taking half a waffle between 15 and 20 minutes, depending on what my fueling objectives are for the race. I do like, especially for an Ironman, I do like having some real food in the stomach. You're out there for a long time, and I don't like surviving just on liquids and gels, so stroopwafels are the way I get the calories on the bike. And then when it comes to the run, it's just Coke, and more Coke. So all the reasons why Coke is absolutely terrible for you makes it like rocket fuel in a race. So it's got lots of sugar, it goes right to your blood, it's got caffeine, it can make kids really hyper. All those things that were the reasons why you shouldn't use it or shouldn't drink it day to day make it great during the run leg of a half Ironman or an Ironman race. So at every aid station, I try and get in as much Coke as I can. So I usually try and grab multiple cups. If during the race I feel like I need a little bit extra fuel, then I would grab a gel at an aid station. But generally, I try and get by on just Coke. Like, most people find it really easy to digest as well. It's got a little bit of sodium in it, and it's something that I practice with as well. When I do my long runs, usually I'll have a little handhold, and I'll have some flat Coke in there as well. And it's definitely something that if you've never tried it, then at some point in training, I definitely would suggest that you try using Coke. If you're insistent on using your own nutrition, not living off the course, and having your own, whether it's a custom blend or there's just a certain nutrition product that you really love, then something that I would highly recommend you do is write a contingency plan on your bars. Number of times where I've talked to someone who they have a really concentrated mix of their custom nutrition, and they lose that bottle, they drop that bottle somewhere along the line, and now they're halfway through the Ironman and they don't know what they're going to do for their nutrition for the rest of the bike leg. So on your aero bars, you should can put a small piece of paper, tape over it. You can write on there that in case you lose that bottle, what you can get at the on-course aid stations in order to meet your calorie and hydration needs. So if that means that you would have to pick up a bottle of Gatorade, 2 bottles of water, and 2 gels in order to replace that bottle, write it on your bars. Don't just rely on remembering it. It's something that it's a really simple tip, and it's something that I recommend to people all the time, and it's surprising the number of people who don't use that valuable real estate on your base bar in order to write some important notes. I'll also write on my base bar kilometer markers for where the aid stations are so that I know when I'm coming up to an aid station. Thanks a lot for watching this week's video. If you like what you see, please click the subscribe button down below. And until next time, happy training.
Oh, this you crazy mother.